peoples? You know, something that came to mind, I've been meaning to say this actually, was about the Rolling Stone list, right? You hear this Black Eyed Peas song playing in the background. This is actually my favorite Black Eyed Peas song still. You know, I don't really listen to it a lot, but it's hot. Get down with us, down with us. Hey, Christmas. Let's go. Let's go. Turn up. It's a decent song, man. You know? I remember when it came out. First time I ever heard of Black Eyed Peas, to be honest with you. Now, let's talk about the Black Eyed Peas briefly. You might have heard of them. Actually, you probably haven't heard of them because they were absolutely huge. The first time I heard of them was that Request Line song, you know, came out of nowhere for me personally. And I was listening to it going like, I like this record. And I used to play it quite a bit back in the day. I don't remember if it was 99 or 2000 when it came out. I think it was kind of around that time. But anyways, and then Weekend, it may have been the same album or it may have been shortly after. Anyways, I really liked Weekend. Weekend also as well, I played quite a bit, heard that in clubs. It was fun. It was just, it was pop rap. We knew what it was off the rip. You know, it was just some fun shit. It got the club feeling nice, especially that, it's the Weekend kind of vibe. It was a good song. And then they went on to become massive, okay? Now, the reason I bring them up is, to me, I think them not being on the Billboard list, and again, I haven't really looked at the Billboard list in like super detail because like I said, I ignore these lists deliberately, partly out of protest, but also just because, like I said, it's not something that I put much stock in at all. But from what I saw, they weren't on the list, and I think that is super disingenuous. See, this is where I have a problem with these Billboard, Rolling Stone, outsider lists because they're so disingenuous to me. You know what I mean? Like, you're casual, okay? So Billboard is casual land, okay? Now, if you're consistent as a casual, I can respect it. I can say, okay, from a casual's perspective, this is what a casual would like. You know what I'm saying? This is the metrics. But it's like, when you're not consistent, that's the part to me that blows me away because I'm like, you're a casual pretending to be knowledgeable in a genre that you clearly don't care about, but you want to center yourself in and you want the attention. You see, that's where people get irritated because you're essentially a vulture, a colonizer. These are the things that they behave like that because you're coming into a space as a fraud and you're trying to essentially take all the attributes and all the attention and deflect it to yourself, right? Instead of just coexisting in that space. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if you're talking Billboard, you're talking hits, you're talking like radio play, there's no way the Black Eyed Peas are not in the top 50 hip-hop groups of all time. Respectfully, there's no way you're putting the City Girls there and Black Eyed Peas are not there. First of all, the Black Eyed Peas are more hip-hop than the City Girls. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real here. Even when they were doing that Where's the Love and all that pop shit, because that's City Girls anyway. They're a pop rap act, just like Black Eyed Peas. And again, like I said, we know that Billboard likes pop shit, right? It's like Outkast. Outkast made pop rap to a certain extent, especially towards the end of their career. I'm not saying they were always a pop act. That's not really what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that Outkast, their stuff is more, it's a little more oriented at a possible casual, but they were dope. Don't get me wrong. They were doing Parliament. They were doing things that clearly, it's hip hop, but it's more on the edge. You know what I'm saying? The alternative, but with more of that sort of like old school Parliament, some R&B, right? Some pop, like that. That's kind of where they're at, and that's fine. That's why they get put up on a pedestal by mostly casuals, right? It's not that hip hop niggas don't respect Outkast. Of course we do. We know that Andre 3000 gets busy with the bars. We know that Big Boy gets busy with the bars too. Right? We know that they're dope. Don't get me wrong. But you're not going to put them over Wu-Tang. Like, come on, man. Like, Wu-Tang are a hip-hop act. Hip-hop as fuck, okay? They innovated things in hip-hop, okay? Outkast really just kind of, I would say, they really just did Parliament with, like, shades of rap in there. You know what I'm saying? I know someone's going to be like, told you, what the fuck? You know it, I know it, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, be consistent. That's all I'm saying. Billboard can't be making a list, putting MOP on the list. You don't know nothing about MOP, okay? MOP should not be on the top 50 list. If Billboard, okay, respectfully, doesn't mean that MOP aren't the greatest, one of the greatest rap groups ever. We already know as a duo they get busy. They're a hip hop act. They were super hip hop. But that's what I'm trying to say. You put in MOP and City Girls in the same area, but Houdini and Black Eyed Peas don't make the list. What's going on here? Be consistent. And if you're not going to be consistent, then what's the fucking point? And if you're out here to troll, then sure. But, you know, I don't have time for that, man. Anyway, love y'all. More to come. Peace.